Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of My Garage Roleplay. Alright, so yeah, I finally decided to come and have a look at Tom's shop. So I was pretty much on my way back from Uncle Richie's shop because I took the Niva Truck in for some body work. So Andy is going to sort out the rust for us and also spray it for us in primer. So yeah, that is something that he is going to be busy with for us. Now, I don't know where these aeroplanes are, but I can't seem to ever see one. But yeah, here we go. Alright, so I also decided to come down and have a look at the progress on the Firebird that Tom is busy with. So he stepped out for lunch, so he is not at the shop, as you can see. So yeah, but he's been busy. He's been sandblasting and sanding and even test painting a couple of colors on the car. So he said he's got 3 different colors pretty much over here that he sprayed on a hood for us out there in the paint booth. So let's have a walk over there quickly and have a little bit of a look at the 3 colors, and maybe you guys can help me decide on which color I need to go for this car, because I definitely want to go with a red. It's just a matter of finding the correct shade of red. So this is the darkest color, this is the in-between color, which is a little bit darker than the original, and obviously here at the top is the original red color. So I'm not too sure which one to go for, so drop some comments down below, and yeah, I'll definitely have a look at those, and then we will definitely decide on a color for the Firebird. So yeah, as I said, there's still quite a bit of work Tom needs to do to the car. He's been, you know, a little bit busy with another client's vehicle over here. I'm not too sure what work he did on this, but yeah, this thing looks beautiful. And yeah, it's like a limited edition car. I think there's a guy that actually still makes these on the Discord. So this is somebody's car that they brought in for some repairs, obviously. So yeah, I don't see any defects at all on this, so Tom is definitely doing a good job. And yeah, Uncle Richie was very kind enough to borrow his Mercedes to me to get back to the shop, because I need to continue work on the Lad Coupe today. We do have quite a bit of work going on there. And yeah, Tom has definitely got his hands full over here as well, as you can see. Oh, he's got a nice little V8 engine laying over here as well. I wonder where this is going eventually. We'll see. Alright, but yeah, now as you guys are up to speed with the progress on the Firebird, so yeah, he did do some work on this door as well. This door was apparently very bad. It had a lot of dents, and also the roof had a lot of rust on, so yeah. But yeah, that is pretty much the progress on the Firebird 75. So yeah, we can start heading back to our shop. Tom did do some parking spaces here, and he did a little bit of concrete work over there at the paint booth as well. Some parking spaces over there, so that is actually, it's very nice. It's a nice addition to our little island over here, if I can call it that. Alright, so yeah, let's start this baby up. We've got to wait for those glow plugs. Alright, yeah, this is actually a very nice car. I would like to own one of these one day for myself, but yeah, I think we are still a little ways away from, you know, affording a Mercedes like this. Alright, but we are going to head back to our house and continue work on our Lad Coupe. So I did order a bunch of parts, so we've got quite a bit of work to carry on with today on the episode. And yeah, Andy also said he will let me know if he's done with the Niva Truck, then we can go and pick it up. So I'm not too sure if it's going to be on this episode. Alright, I see Tom is there at the pub. He's probably busy having a little bit of a breakfast brunch, because it's almost 10 o'clock, so yeah, he's just having something to eat. Alright, so this will be pretty much the first time that I bring you guys up this road towards the house. So there's a little bit of a hill over here that I did struggle with the Niva Truck carrying all of the furniture on, but it's okay, we managed to get to the top of it. Absolutely no problem for Uncle Richie's Mercedes over here. I might actually have to wash this thing a bit for him, because it's been yeah, he's been using it quite a lot, and he hasn't actually washed it in quite some time, so we might actually wash it off before we take it back to him. Or I should actually stop at a car wash, because if I wash it here at the house and just our little driveway over here will just make it dirty again, so I might actually stop at the car wash when we take this back to him. So I think you will appreciate it very much. Alright, so yeah, let me show you guys a little bit what's going on over here. So I had quite a couple of deliveries of parts for this car. So let's just get our lights switched on over here, and let's open this door as well for some fresh air. Alright, so yeah, as you guys can see, we've got quite a lot of work ahead of us. So I did go a little bit of crazy with buying parts. So we've pretty much got all of the parts. Hopefully we need to assemble the engine. So these are all brand new parts, and I decided to go with some performance parts. As you can see, we've got performance crankshaft, camshaft, pistons, we've got plug wires, we've got the distributor, performance carburetor, air cleaner, performance spark plugs that are actually fitted in the head already. So I think once this thing is put together, we are going to have quite a beast of a machine going on here. And then I also ordered a brand new grill for this, so we've got that to install as well. And also I decided to go with new wheels and tires for this as well. So we've got 15-inch rims, so those will suit the car very nicely. And yeah, I did go a little bit crazy. As you guys can see, I've got adjustable springs for the front and rear as well as some new stiff suspension, well, shock absorbers, because I think these are a little bit tired. And I just wanted to have a look at this hub. This hub doesn't look too bad yet. So as I said in one of the comments that the guy left, he said that I have to keep my eye on this hub. So yeah, at this moment I don't see any problem with it at all, so I guess we'll see if it needs maintenance at a later stage. So yeah, there's quite a lot of airplanes going over today, and yeah, it's a little bit noisy when they go over. So you guys might not hear it as bad, but I can definitely hear it. Alright, yeah, as you can see, also I decided to buy a roll cage which we can fit, but I'll probably have to take the rear seats out. So yeah, that is that. And then over here on the table I've got all of the parts that I'm going to be replacing on the car as well. So this will pretty much be where I'm going to start. I also got some new windshield wipers, because obviously if we're going to be doing races, we're going to have to clean our windshield. Right, so what I think I'm going to start with is pretty much putting the suspension back together, seeing if we can get this thing in a shape to take the engine and transmission, because we also got a brand new transmission over there. I did order a 5-speed transmission, but I must be honest with you guys, I'm running a little bit out of money, so I'm gonna have to start making a plan for some money soon, whether it's going to be either doing some customer work, because there's quite a lot of customers who phoned me and asked me if I'm available for some work on their cars. I haven't heard from the I haven't heard from the sheriff yet again, so yeah, we'll see. Maybe he's gonna bring us another Lad sedan soon. I should actually give him a call and ask him if he's happy with the work we did on the previous one, because I think that car has already been put into service. So yeah, I guess we will see once we get in contact with the sheriff, if he's still happy and everything is okay. Because yeah, that just kind of makes me wonder if I did a okay job for him. Alright, so what I've done is I've ordered 3 new calipers. We did replace the rear right one a while ago, so that is still fine. And I decided to order brand new brake pads all round, so let's just see if we can get these put into the calipers, and then we are going to have new brakes. I also ordered some brake rotors, brand new ones, so that'll definitely help a little bit with our braking performance, especially considering if you are upgrading an engine on a car, you should definitely upgrade your brakes as well. which is always a very good advice. Alright, so now we are going to need a screwdriver, because I firstly need to attach all of those brake discs. So let me grab my screwdriver over here and get these brake discs fitted. Alright, so these ones are brand new, nice and thick. So as I said, we'll probably always have to do maintenance on this car if we are going to be using it, especially for racing. So that's why I said this is going to be a little bit of a toy, and also it's kind of my backup vehicle if ever I have trouble with the Niva Truck at the moment. So yeah, we can also always slap a tow bar on this thing and just tow our trailers with this if we need to. Although yeah, I would like to you know, rather just have a reliable shop truck and not have any trouble like that. But yeah, we never know, something might happen, shop truck might break down, or yeah, anything can happen basically. So it's always good to have a proper backup vehicle for things like these. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and mount our brand new brakes on this car as well. Alright, so that should sort that corner. Let's go and put on the opposite side rear brake caliper over here. Make sure we tighten these brake lines, because that's the last thing you want, is to forget to tighten your brake lines and go out and test drive the car and then end up putting it into the wall. Which side is this now? This is the passenger side. Alright, so we'll get that zipped down. Alright, there's the 2 bolts over there. Perfect. Alright, and last but not least, we are going to mount this one. And then I think we can put our wheels on, lower this thing down, get some air into these tires, and see if we can start maybe doing the engine assembly. I could probably do the cosmetics, because I also got these spotlights. If you guys remember correctly, the 75 Firebird actually came with these. So I did take the one off that had a headlight in it and put it on the Niva Truck. So we actually do have 2 empty ones that I decided to buy for this, you know, those headlights that goes into this. So I think it'll add a little bit more, you know, style to our rally spec that we are going for, though I'm not really going for a fully fledged race car. Just remind me to take my wrench there again. Okay, so let's pop these in. I already got some brand new bolts in here as well, so that should be working. Alright, so let's get this one mounted. There we go. Alright, so here's the wrench, and then yeah, pretty much we can fit these wheels. Alright, so yeah, as you guys can see, I'll show you in a moment. Over there I did put the engine back together, and I also ordered a couple of new parts for this as well. So I just basically slapped this thing together very quickly. So that is the engine I plan to put into the Niva Truck. But yeah, we're still gonna work on the Niva Truck a little bit, and then yeah, hopefully once we are at that point, we can do an engine swap on our Niva Truck as well, which will give it a little bit more power. Alright, I must say these wheels actually suit the car very well. They actually, yeah, it's almost like these wheels were made for this car. Alright, so there it is. Man, that looks very, very nice. Alright, so yeah, maybe if you guys got some ideas for me, comment down below. Should we try and do like a full rally spec decal on this thing, or should we just go with some nice race stripes along the sides? So yeah, give me some ideas. I'm not too good with decal work, but I might actually have an idea, somebody I can ask to do some decals for me. I know Mr. Lars, he's always been very helpful if I ask him, so he might actually yeah, be very keen on doing something for this. So yeah, I'll maybe have a little bit of a chat to him and ask him if he's got any ideas for us and if he's got something he can do. Alright, but I don't obviously want to bother him if he's busy with other things. But yeah, I think I'll have a little bit of a chat to him. Alright, so we are going to start assembling this engine. So everything should come together very nicely, and I hope I've got all the parts. If I do need something, at least we do have Uncle Richie's Wolf Mercedes over there that we can jump in and go and pick up some parts. So hopefully we've got everything. Do I have? Yes, I do have engine oil and coolant. I did order some of that as well. So that is on my consumable shelf all the way over there. So this is actually, it's not a small garage. It's actually quite spacious in here. I'm quite impressed with the size of this workshop we have now. I can't really tell if it's bigger than the little free bay barn we had, but I think the actual pillars that we had in that barn was a little bit of a nuisance to get around every time. But yeah, I think this is definitely a little bit of an upgrade. It feels like an upgrade to me, especially because we've got a fully built house next door, which we can basically go and sleep in at night. And we don't physically have to sleep in our barn, the very same room we need to work in. So you sort of kind of get a little bit of more of a break. Okay, so let's get our head gasket on here, and then our cylinder head can go on. So yes, I think this engine is going to look very nice in this matte black color with some green detail, and I've got a chromed valve cover. So we're going to have a little bit of green detail on this with the chrome valve cover. So I guess we'll see how it turns out, but I think it should look good. It shouldn't look bad at all. Alright, so let's get this buttoned up. Did I miss this bolt? Yes, I did. Okay, so I've got that. Alright, let's get our camshaft fitted. I think the next part will be pretty much sorting out the timing gear. So let's get these parts fitted. Alright, so that is that. And let's get this cam gear fitted over there. Probably I'm gonna put the wrench down for this. See if I can get this timing chain on. Here we go. That's perfect. Alright, so up next we're gonna mount the timing chain cover over here. Gonna make sure these bolts are nice and snug. There's one down here as well, and I did get that one. Alright, so then we've got a crankshaft pulley. Can bolt that on. We've got our water pump. So yeah, all these parts are pretty much brand new. I did go ahead and respray these because when they came from the shop they were all grey, in primer grey color. So that has been painted in the same color as the car. So as you guys remember, we still have those rattle cans over there, so those did a very nice job for us. Alright, so yeah, this engine is looking quite sporty in my opinion. Alright, so what is next? Let's get our intake and exhaust manifold mounted. So let's get this one fitted over here. Alright, one over there, one there, and there. Alright, so now we can get our exhaust manifold. So if you guys remember correctly, back in the day, like quite a couple of episodes ago, I bought an exhaust for the Chevelle that didn't fit very well. That is actually an exhaust for this car with an inline 6 engine. So that is why I already have the exhaust available, and that just really makes this a little bit easier to get this thing running with an inline 6 engine. Alright, let me just double check all of these. yeah, they look fine. Okay, so now we've got our performance carburetor. We can bolt onto here. Let me just move this out of my way slightly. So that has been chromed as well. So we do have a couple of chrome accents on the car as well, which isn't too bad. Okay, so up next, now let me do the oil filter quickly. I think it goes on the opposite side. Oh, there it goes. Alright, perfect. Okay, then we've got distributor. Oh, I mustn't forget this thermostat housing. Now, for some reason, yeah, this thing, yeah, I couldn't paint it, but we'll see. Maybe sometime in the future I can just get it painted black. Alright, so let's start with our alternator, fuel pump, basically the accessories on this engine. Alright, so that's where the alternator bolts on. Let's get this. Now where's my, how the heck did it get down there? Okay, interesting. Alright, let's grab the ignition coil. That goes on here somewhere, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it does. There we go. Alright, so let's just zip this down. Distributor, that goes there. Let's get our plug wires. There we go, and let's grab our alternator belt. Slap that on. That is perfect. Alright, so now it's just our air cleaner and our flywheel and clutch assembly. Alright, air filter. Alright, zip that down. Let's grab our actual air cleaner. Let's pop that on there, and then, oh, nearly forgot the fuel pump over there. I'll also get that fitted. Let me just see. Alright, so fuel pump goes pretty much next to the distributor over here. Alright, so obviously I haven't been working on these engines a lot, you can probably tell, so I keep having to go back to the other one for reference. So luckily when I was putting that one together, I had the old one that is now laying in the garage over there. I do have a guy that wants to buy it from me, so I'm still waiting for him to get back to me. Which brings me to the old bumper and hood for the Firebird. I actually had a guy also contact me for that, so that has been sold as well. Got myself $2,500 for that, which is actually insane. I didn't expect to get that much money back from old parts, but yeah, it just goes to show, if you get a guy who's really desperate for that part, they will make you a very good offer. So that is pretty much what happened. So I need to go back over to this table over there, because I've got some windscreen wipers and my screwdriver over here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove the grill now, because this grill is a little bit dented on the one side. It's almost broken or bent, so this is definitely going in the trash. So I'm just gonna pop it down here, and then we can fit our brand new grill, which I think is going to give the car a little bit of a different look as well. So yeah, look at that. That is not bad. So yeah, very little chrome features on the car. We've got our door mirrors, our window chrome and stuff like that. So it's a very all-round, you know, balanced build. It's not really extreme, but I think it's very good. It's very decent. Alright, so let me grab the air pump. Let's get these wheels pumped up. Okay, so that's all of our wheels pumped up, so I think the only thing left now is to pretty much install the engine and transmission and get rid of the rear seat for our roll cage. That is the word I'm looking for. Alright, so let me see if I can move it a little bit forward so I don't bang my door against the lift post, which is a common problem with these lifts. Okay, so if I remember correctly, this thing should still start up. We are a little bit low on fuel. Alright, I think that is good. I just wanted to move it forward slightly, a little bit more, because now obviously we have to get the transmission out. So yeah, first of all, let me do the seat, because I think the seat removal and the roll cage installation is pretty much the next step that I'm going to tackle here. So this might be a little bit of a chore. Alright, so yeah, let me get the seat removed and then see if we can get our roll cage installed. Alright, so there we have it. We've got our roll cage installed and it doesn't look bad at all. I mean, it suits the car once again, because we do have a lot of chrome features already, and these wheels actually suit the car very nicely as well. And we've got our black and green engine that's going to go in this, so that is pretty much the next step. I'm going to remove this old engine, which is only a 1.3 liter inline 4, which we are upgrading to a 225 cubic inch inline 6. So yeah, that is quite a major improvement. So first of all, let me see if I can get this old engine removed. We've got a couple of bolts on the transmission over here. We've got, yeah, I think a couple of wires as well. Let's loosen this mount. I've got a bolt on the alternator, starter and the ground over there. Let's get these taken out. First of all, let me remove this. Alright, so this is our old exhaust system. I think let's just put this out of our way over there. Alright, so yeah, I've got one more bolt I need to take out here, then the engine should pop out. Alright, there we have it. So out with the old, and then it's gonna pretty much be in with the new, because this is a brand new engine. Alright, let's get that bolted down, and then we need to figure out a way to get our transmission taken out. Alright, let's get all of these cables bolted down first. Okay, so I think our fuel line should be able to get back in now. Oh, what the heck did I do with the fuel line? Ah, over here on the table. Alright, so let's get our fuel line installed. Alright, up next is the exhaust. So let's get our exhaust installed as well, so that I don't blow the ears off when we start this thing up for the first time. There we go, I think I've got it. we've got a bolt down here, I think. There we go, I've got it. Alright, so yeah, let me see if I can get this transmission removed. Right, so there's the old transmission. You can just pop that down, and let's grab our brand new 5-speed transmission over here. Alright, there we have it. We've got our transmission in, we've got our engine in. So let's quickly do our windscreen wipers before I tackle with the fluids. Come on, just come here. Alright, let me put the wrench down first. Yeah, these are very finicky little things. Alright, so let's put the old ones on that side. I'll put the new ones on the car. Okay, there we go. Let's bolt that one down. Are we going to be able to grab this one? Yeah, this one is a little bit more worn, so that came off easier. Okay, and then let's grab our brand new one. And then we can just pretty much bolt it on. Like so. There we go. Alright, now I think the only thing left for me to do is pretty much fluids. So we might be able to actually take this thing for a little bit of a test drive. So obviously our brake fluid should still be fine because we didn't touch that at all. Just have to double check if that bolt is tightened on the reservoir, because I do not want to leave this garage and drive with this car down the road and then we end up running out of brake fluid because it's leaking. So that is tight at least. Okay, so yeah, I think let me open the oil cap and the radiator cap over here, like that, and then I'll get some fluids put into this, and then hopefully this thing will be good to go. Right, so that is our coolant sorted out. So it looks like we still had quite a bit of coolant in, because obviously the engine was installed in the car. But in terms of oil, we're gonna probably need 3 canisters, because obviously we don't have a drop of oil in this thing. So what I'll do is I will put 2 of these in and then just check the level, and then if we need a little bit more, we'll add a little bit more. But I think 2 should bring it up to within usable level. But seeing as this is a race engine, we definitely want to go for maximum level, just to be sure we've got maximum protection for our brand new engine. Alright, so we've got 1 in. Yeah, it looks like we are gonna have to put in 3 of these, so we'll see. Maybe we can even do 2.5. Alright, I think let's just add another half a bottle and check the level again. So I'm just gonna guess more or less half a bottle. Right, that's maybe half a bottle. So let's see. We're gonna add a tad bit more, although you don't have to be exactly on the line. But I think we should be very close now. Let's just check it again. Yeah, I think that is good enough. Alright, so there we go. So this will pretty much be the moment of truth. Let's see if this thing starts up. Right on the button. So yeah, this is it's a little bit different now. Do not want to rev it very hard yet, because it's still very cold and all these are brand new parts. So we'll probably have to run it in a little bit, so let's take it for a little bit of a drive. so far I haven't accelerated much. So I think let's take a little bit of a drive and warm it up a bit. Let's go and make a turn by the pub and grill over here. See if Tom is still there. Because I know sometimes he likes to, you know, visit a little bit longer. Well, I think the owner of the actual pub and grill over here, they actually, yeah, they upgraded a little bit as well. They've got some parking spaces here now. And there is Tom's old trusty Chevy El Camino. Yeah, that thing is beautiful, guys. Yeah, I've had the opportunity to use that truck of his before. So yeah, I think maybe what we can do in the next episode, when we go and check up on the process on the Firebird, we'll take this thing for a little bit of a drive towards the drag strip and see what kind of time we are going to get. So what I'll do maybe is I will take this thing for some gas now, see if we can get the gas tank filled up, and just take it across the bridge a little bit and see what it does when we open her up, because we are at temperature now, so she's at least not ice cold anymore. And also we can see if it overheats. We definitely are gonna need some gas, because obviously we've got a performance engine now. I can't really remember which side the fuel filler is on the Lad Coupe, so I hope it's on that side. Yeah, that should reach. Alright, so let's get some gas in this. Ah, there we go. Alright, so that is a full tank, so that's 36 liters, cost us $31.90, so that's not too bad. And I'm not too sure how economical this thing is going to be, but I guess we will find out. But yeah, I mean, look at this thing. This is definitely a very nice upgrade from what it was. Now, I haven't done the suspension work just yet, so we will get back to the shop and get into that. So I was just very eager to take this thing for a little bit of a drive. Yeah, she's got quite a bit of ponies. Alright, let's open her up a little bit. Alright. Oh well, she definitely filled the dials back there. 200 kilometers an hour. How accurate that is, I'm not sure, but yeah, I don't want to go too crazy now. Yeah, I must say this is quite a massive upgrade in power. Whoa, there's the police. Just take it easy. Alright, so we're gonna have to make a U-turn over here. Is that couldn't see now. I think that might have been Unit 1 we actually built for the sheriff. I think what we'll do is we'll make a U-turn somewhere up ahead. I think, yeah, let's do it over here. We'll just head back. And yeah, we'll just, if the cop has any questions for us, we'll just say that we just finished working on this. If he really wants to question what we are doing. Oh, that is yeah, that definitely looks like Unit 1. Yeah, no sign of the cop. See, they actually did get the decal sorted on that. But yeah, let's definitely not try and get attention to ourselves. But yeah, she is running very well. Temperature is nice and stable. Fuel consumption is quite hectic, can tell you guys that. So obviously we've got a performance engine, and if ever we are going to participate in races, we are going to have to get a couple of jerry cans of fuel and maybe even transport this thing on the back of a trailer to wherever we are going to be taking it. So I definitely want to go to the drag strip first and see if we can get a little bit of a run on the quarter mile and see what type of performance we really got in this thing. So I think if you can figure out the vehicle's performance on a drag strip, you will be, yeah, you should know what it will be capable of on a little bit of a rally course. But yeah, I think let's get back to the house and see if we can get this suspension installed. So it's gonna be straight back to the lift. Oh, that is not bad. So I must say I'm actually very happy with how this turned out. And I don't think we are probably done with this car yet. We've still got a couple of things we can do to this. But I think for the moment we are going to focus on getting our Niva truck in a little bit of a better condition. Try and get our Firebird assembled eventually. And yeah, I've had some thoughts about the Firebird. So obviously I don't have a lot of money left, so I can't really keep the Firebird. I see my sign blew over. Probably a little bit of a wind gust. But yeah, so as I said, I'm not too sure yet what's going to happen with the Firebird, because I might actually sell it on, because it's not really something that I'm going to keep around. You know, there's no reason for me to keep it around. Maybe at the later stage I would really like to get a 3rd gen Firebird, which is a little bit of a newer model and a little bit more modern. Alright, let's just see if we can get this thing back lined up for the lift. So let's park up here. Alright, so obviously I will push it back slightly just to get those lift arms back under the car. Just move it over that side slightly. So yeah, I've been at the gym a couple of times, so I've got a little bit of power. So yeah, no need to worry why I'm pushing the car around like this. I've been definitely eating my breakfasts and yeah, getting my exercise. So yeah, that is in case you were wondering how I'm able to push the car around like this. Alright, so we are going to lift this bad boy up and we are going to do some suspension work. So pretty much those coilovers and shocks will go in. So let's start with those, because they should be the easiest to do. We just basically take our spring clamp and then there we go. Alright, so let's just pop these down here. So we need a front one first of all. And I think this adjustment is currently set at the highest. Yeah, so pretty much we won't be scraping the tarmac just yet. You can always fine tune it a little bit depending on the ride height we are looking for. Let me just grab this one. Alright, so let's get that one in, and then we'll come to the back. We'll do these two as well. That one, and then the final one over here. So I'm not entirely sure if the stiff suspension will make a big difference on the drag strip really, but who knows, we might actually be able to play around with these things now. So do I have to take the wheel off for the shock absorber, or am I going to be able to get to the bolts from here? Let me just see if we can bring it down a bit. And yes, I am sorry if this episode is turning out a little bit too long, but yeah, we've got quite a bit of work to do here. Alright, so can't really see the bolts, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop the wheels off once again, and then hopefully we'll get to these bolts. There we go. Right, so we've got a bolt at the top, so I think I'm gonna see it a bit better from the top. Let's get this bad boy lowered down. Oh, there it is. Okay, so let me loosen all of these from the top. Let's also do the rear ones from the trunk. Should be able to reach them over there and over there. Alright, let's get this thing lifted up again. Alright, so that one dropped down. So this is the old one from that side. And will I be able to get this bolt over here? Yes, I will. So okay, no need to take off the other wheels. These ones we should be able to get from the lift, under the lift here. There we go. So this one, that is gone, and let's grab our last one off over here. Alright, that is that. Okay, so we've got the rear stiff suspension. Alrighty, so we've got that one. Let's get the other one. So let's get all of the bolts tightened underneath the car. Let's actually see if we can get our wheel fitted again as well. Nope, that is the wrong thing. Ah, there it is. Okay, so let's just do this adjustment, make sure they are the same. Yes, they are, all the way down. Okay, so let's get these shocks all bolted down at the bottom. Alright, so let's get our wheel back on over here. And let's just lower this thing down and see if it's got a little bit more stance now. Yeah, looks pretty much the same. Let's just get all of these shocks bolted down again. Alright, so there we have it. Oh, that's been quite a lot of work done to this little car in this episode. So yeah, I definitely think this is a very nice improvement, and we can actually yeah, be proud of what we have achieved over here. It's definitely much better than it was the day we first bought it, if you guys can remember what it looks like. When it was all rusty and beat up and a broken taillight. We had a blown engine in this thing eventually. Well, at the beginning of the working on this car, we had to swap out an engine block. So yeah, there's been quite a lot done to this little car, and I think looking back at it and looking at it now, this is it's quite the transformation. And I think this is definitely something I can be proud of, and something that I will pretty much cherish for the rest of the series. And I don't really plan on getting rid of this. So it actually makes me kind of, you know, think that maybe I don't really want to do too many races with this thing if I'm gonna bang it up. But at the end of the day, yeah, this is a pretty easy car to fix, and it's pretty cheap to fix as well. Easy to maintain, so might as well go for it and just have a little bit of fun with it. So eventually we will get something like Uncle Richie's Mercedes wagon there, or maybe even a sedan, a coupe, or even a convertible. But that all depends on the future and what offers we can get and how well things are going to go for us in the future for this business. Because at the end of the day, we are running a business here and we are trying to make a living, and also we want to go forward in the series and definitely get towards more success. So yeah, but I think that is going to be a wrap for the episode. It's already 4 p.m. in the afternoon and the sun is starting to go down. And yeah, as you can see up there, I've got the signboard for Matthew and Trash Mammal still, the guys who helped me get the interior for the Pontiac Firebird. So I will definitely get in touch with them if I need more interior bits, and I think you guys can also get in contact with them on Discord. They are on the actual main My Garage Discord. So yeah, drop them a message and see if they can help you out if you are looking for any type of interior for any car. I mean, even modded cars like the Firebird, those guys can find it, definitely. But yeah, until the next episode, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate every view, every like, and also remember to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. I'll be back in the next one. Cheerio.